Good evening. I would like to call the Public Work and Utility Committee to order on this June 23rd, 2025. May I have a roll call, please?
Chairman Newell.
Present.
Vice Chairman Mills.
Present.
Trustee Palafis.
Present.
Trustee Stanton.
Present.
Trustee Arnett.
Present.
Trustee Kinane.
Present.
Mayor McLeod.
Present.
We're all accounted for and we have a quorum. Next item would be the approval of minutes for the Public Work Committee from the June 2nd, 2025 meeting.
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion, a second. Any additions or corrections? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
No nays, motion passed. Public comment? Don't see anyone, so we will move along to new business. We have one item with 3 sub-items under it. It's authorization to A, waive formal bidding, B, purchase upfitting for Unit 29 from Linco Equipment, which is out of Maryville, Indiana, which is Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Program in an amount not to exceed $96,218. And C, grant the village manager authority to approve additional change orders in a total amount not to exceed $10,000.
So moved. Second.
Joe?
This is just the upfitting for a vehicle that we ordered in fall of 2024. We did receive the chassis, and now we need to send it out to do the upfitting, which is going to include a crane. There's a hydraulic pump and tank, and a power inverter for the tools that are used. This truck is primarily used for our underground maintenance, so it does set a lot of fire hydrants and 16-inch valves, which can weigh up to 1,200 pounds. So the crane comes in handy.
Okay. Any questions up here? Okay, seeing none, we have a motion, a second. All in favor?
Aye.
No nays, motion passed. We're on to reports. Public Works Department monthly report. Anything to add, Joe?
Nothing to add?
Nothing to add. Trustee Mills?
If I could mention, I did receive a text from a homeowner, and she said, "Hi Karen, I want to throw a shout out for the help I received today from David Dodge and Jillian in the permit department. I thought I didn't need one, but I do. I sent them all the necessary paperwork, and they quickly got me what I needed. Thanks as always for being there when I'm confused and sometimes or something and need help." So that's from one of our residents who's contacted me several times about work that the village did. So I
Awesome.
don't know if it's public works or planning, but whatever, just want to mention it.
Well, good job. Put it out there for them. The next report is the Engineering Division monthly report. Do we have anything to add? We don't? Okay. So both reports will be received and filed. President's report?
Yeah, a few things. Last week I was at the U.S. Conference of Mayors in Tampa Bay. A very interesting conference because nobody quite knows what's going on with everything at this point in time. So we had some great meetings. And today we had ceremony groundbreaking for the west side of Bell Works. We're going to start working on the west side. And also Bell Market, the new restaurant in the Bell Works facility. They had a ribbon cutting for that. So that was also very nice. And that's all I got.
Thank you. We have no items in review or nothing under other. And I'm sure Karen or the mayor, if they wanted to add something just to, check on your family, friends, neighbors with this heat, make sure they're all doing okay. And if not, we are cooling centers and there are numbers that if you're not sure, call the village. We can at least guide you to where there are cooling centers. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion, a second, all in favor?
Aye.
No nays, motion passed.
Okay, I would like to call to order the Public Health and Safety Committee for June 23rd, 2025. If the secretary could call the roll.
Chairman Mills.
Present.
Vice Chairman Palafis.
Present.
Trustee Newell.
Present.
Trustee Stanton.
Present.
Trustee Arnett.
Present.
Trustee Kinane.
Present.
Mayor McLeod.
Present.
Thank you. We do have a quorum. I'd look for a motion to approve the committee minutes
So moved.
from 6/2/25.
Second.
Thank you. Any corrections, comments? Seeing none, I'll move, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Public comments, anyone out there wishing to comment on this committee? Seeing none, we'll move along. We have no old business tonight. New business, approval of an ordinance amending section 8715 of the Village Code regarding sales of tobacco and related products.
So moved. Second.
Anyone wish to address this?
Yeah, pretty straightforward. We've received requests from companies that wish to install vending type devices in certain establishments within the village. And these products would be for selling electronic smoking devices, vape pens, things of that nature. And so the sale of tobacco and tobacco-related products, as you know, is fairly regulated in terms of where it's sold and point-of-sale locations. Staff just doesn't feel that having these in establishments that could be easily or more easily reached by minors and other people who shouldn't be buying them isn't appropriate. And so as such, we are seeking approval of this ordinance tonight.
First of all, I didn't even know they made those kind of machines.
Either did I.
Yeah, and I do welcome that we're doing this. We have a motion and a second. Any other questions up here? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are approved. Next item under new business, approval of an intergovernmental agreement with the Joint Emergency Management System, JEMS.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. You wish to comment on this one?
Sure. Real quick, GEMS has been around for several years now. This is actually an initiative the former village manager and the village manager of Palatine had worked on and created, and has been very successful and helpful for the village in as much as when we had some of our cybersecurity issues a couple years ago, as well as when the tornado came through about a year and a half ago now. The executive director and his staff kind of sprang into action to help us navigate through those types of situations and provide contacts back into the state of Illinois. The Village of Hoffman Estates is actually one of the few accredited municipalities within the state of Illinois, along with Palatine for emergency management. And so this is essentially a joint effort between all of the Northwest Central dispatch communities. And when the organization was first formed, it was formed more as a subsidiary of Northwest Central Dispatch. All this does is kind of put this organization on its own via the Intergovernmental Cooperation Act in the state of Illinois. So instead of being kind of a division of Northwest Central, GEMS will now be its own standalone agency.
Thank you. Any other questions? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. It is approved. Under reports, we have the Police Department monthly report. Anything to highlight, Chief? No, thank you. We will mark that received and filed. Health and Human Services monthly report. I don't see anybody, so we'll just receive and file that one. Emergency Management Division monthly report. We'll receive and file that report. And Fire Department monthly report. Anything you wish to highlight, Chief?
There is. Thank you, Madam Chairman. We're very, very excited in the fire department to report that we are hosting a new kind of citizen fire academy this fall. That's a citizen fire academy for our citizens with special needs and disabilities, ages 14 to 35. We're calling it the Fully Involved Fire Academy. We're partnering with the wonderful folks over at the Northwest Special Recreation Association. Once a week, starting Wednesday evening, September 3rd, Wednesday evenings for 6 weeks, followed by a graduation at the Fire Department Open House that will be held at Station 24. Registration will be through the NWSRA, but those interested, before we put that out, can get information from our fire department. And as far as we know, we're not aware of any fire department anywhere that's doing something like this, so we may be setting a good trend with this program. We're very excited about it, and we just wanted to let you know about it and to tell you that more information will be coming soon.
I think that's an excellent, excellent idea on the department. And we'll look forward to seeing how it goes and hope you get I'm sure you will get enough people, but it sounds great. Thank you to you and your department.
Thank you.
Yes, trustee.
I drove by Station 21 today, and those guys are cruising. Are they ahead of schedule, or?
They are a little bit ahead of schedule. We're not going to jinx it by talking too much about it.
Sorry.
We're hoping that continues.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx you, but I was really impressed, and it looks really nice so far. So, like all the pretty drawings Dan showed us. So, good job to the team.
One thing I forgot to mention for the police department, I think it's wonderful that Facebook item you have out there now regarding the drone and how we're using it. Thank your department for putting that together. That's really great. That report will also be received and filed. And President, do you have anything else you want to say?
Nothing else, trustee Mills?
We have any items? We have no items in review or others, so I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
I'd
Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. We are adjourned.
like to call the Finance Committee to order tonight, June 23rd, 2025. Could I have a roll call, please?
Chairman Pluffus.
Present.
Vice Chairman Noel.
No, yeah, present.
Trustee Mills.
Present.
Trustee Stanton.
Present.
Trustee Arnett.
Present.
Trustee Kinane.
Present.
Mayor McLeod.
Present.
Could I have a motion and a second for the approval of the Finance Committee meeting minutes of June 2nd, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. A big thank you to Anna for running that for me. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, motion carries. No public comment, so we'll go right into the reports. First up is Finance Department monthly report. Any questions, comments? Rachel, anything to add? All good. Information Technology Department monthly report. Any questions or comments? Derek? Nothing else? Okay, I didn't think so. And then Ben couldn't make it tonight because they're loading in for USA Volleyball. So now we're reading a monthly report. Any questions or comments? Dan's here though, so. No? Okay. That'll be received and filed. President's report. Mayor, anything else?
Nothing else, trustee Palafis?
Alrighty, no items in review, nothing in other. Could I get a motion and a second to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
For adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, motion carried. Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night, Deb.
Thanks, Debbie.
Good night, Deb.
Good night.
Good night, Gracie.
You're showing your age.
Knew somebody was going to say it.
Okay, I'd like to call the special village board meeting of June 23rd to order at the completion of the committee meetings, 7:13. Can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Present.
Trustee Stanton?
Present.
Trustee Arnett?
Present.
Trustee Kinane?
Present.
Trustee Mills?
Present.
Trustee Noel?
Present.
Mayor McLeod?
President, can everybody please rise? Trustee Palafis, you want to lead us in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, trustee Palafis.
Yes, sir.
Move on to public comment. Anybody in the public have a comment they want to make? Going once, twice, three times, we'll move on. Move on to additional business. A, approval of an ordinance amending Article 4-8 of the Village Code regarding the Planning and the Zoning Commission.
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Are there any questions on this? Trustee Mills?
What happens to zoning commission?
The zoning commission, essentially, it's just the ordinance does two main things in resetting the commission in terms of appointments, terms, and the quantity of members. But the essential duties and functions of the commission remain the same, even though the name is somewhat simplified.
Okay, but I thought zoning was regulated by ordinance that we had to have one.
You still have one. The duties of the Plan Commission also are to handle all zoning matters. So don't let the name, I guess, necessarily reflect all the duties and responsibilities. All the duties and responsibilities of the commission remain the same. It's just that we're consolidating the name, resetting the appointments, and dropping the number from 11 to 9.
And the board will, our board will still hear and do final approval on these, on the various items?
When you say.
Well, like when they come in with a final review on a project,
Yeah, I mean,
as it stands now.
as it stands, this doesn't do anything to the process for any type of, the zoning code that we are doing work on in terms of making all those revisions. That's all a separate process. That has nothing to do with that.
Okay, because I'd hate to see that be lost. That's all I've got.
And
Okay.
just to note, section 484, item D, I think there's a Scrivener's error about halfway down. It still refers to the Planning and Zoning Commission may recommend changes. With the new name, I
Okay,
think that
we can
just
strike out
needs to-
and zoning commission.
Good catch. Okay, we do have a motion and a second.
Quick
I
question.
see a question.
Trustee Stanton.
Eric, you're talking about the zoning commission being part of the plan commission. I'm assuming that H is what you're talking about is, that would be section 4-8-4H.
That's correct.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, seeing nothing else, can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Canane?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. We have all the appointments, proposed appointments in front of you. We'll take a vote on item B, Board and Commission appointments. This is for the Plan Commission. Chair
Make a
accepts-
motion to approve the commission as stated.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any questions on this one? Seeing none, can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
A hesitant aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Canane?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell? Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. Move on to C, Boards and Commission reappointments. Several committees under this one.
I'll make a motion to approve all of the commissions and the people as appointed as stated.
I'll second it.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any questions on any of these? Seeing none, can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Canane?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. We'll move on to D. Approval of an ordinance amending section 8-7-15 of the Village Code regarding sales of tobacco and related projects.
So moved.
Second.
This was reviewed earlier. We have a motion, we have a second. Any questions on this one? Seeing none, can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Canane?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. Move on to E, approval of an intergovernmental agreement with the Joint Emergency Management System, GEMS.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. This again was approved in committee just briefly before. Any questions at all? Seeing none, can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Canane?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell? Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. Move on to F, authorization to A, waive formal bidding, and B, purchase upfitting for the Unit 29 from Linco Equipment, Maryville, Indiana. Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Program in an amount not to exceed $96,218. And Z, grant the village manager authority to approve an additional change orders in a total amount not to exceed $10,000.
Motion to approve.
So seconded.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any questions on this item? Seeing none, can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Canane?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. Chair to accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any questions on this motion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. We are adjourned.